when you come down on a ground, put 7 times weight of your body when you hit the ground. So you have to
Okay.
be very careful. Means running longer distances, again, you will lose lot of things, muscle loss. So you have to take care of your nutrition. Running also get out a lot of sodium and water from your body, especially in humid days. But somehow, if you go step by step, increasing distance step by step, eventually it will help you in many things. It's a very healthy sports. It's very, I can say, it's very easy to manage. Other than any of the sports, if you look at it, you don't have to do any preparation. You don't require ground. You don't require stadiums. You can just put on your shoes, get in your running gears, and you can run into your society as well.
Hello everyone, I am Jitendra Singh, banker turned entrepreneur and author of the book Pep Hack Mastering the Art of Selling. I welcome you to read my story where I interview authors, speakers, coaches, celebrities, entrepreneurs and more. Today I have with me Mr. Sagar Kawale. He is an electronic engineer, graduate with over 20 years of experience in the physical security systems domain. Currently serving as a chief manager at a US-based multinational company in Pune. He oversees the security integration portfolio for Asia and Europe. Alongside his professional career, he has developed a passion for long-distance running. He has completed over 25 half marathons, 7 full marathons, and officially participated in 3 ultra marathons. His most notable achievement includes successfully completing the Comrades Ultra Marathon, an 89-kilometer race in Durban, South Africa. With a desire to push his limits further, he aims to prepare for competing in a 100K race in the near future, continuously striving for self-improvement in his running journey since he started in 2017. Combining his dedication to his professional and his love for running, he demonstrates discipline, perseverance, and the ability to excel in both personal and professional pursuits. His remarkable achievements in the field of physical security system and his commitment to long-distance running showcase his determination and drive to continuously challenge himself and achieve new milestones. So today he will be discussing with us about his life journey. So let us hear from him. Welcome Sagar, the platform is open and now over to you.
Evening to all the viewers. And Jitendra, thank you very much for inviting me on your show. So it's my pleasure to be here. And as you said, thank you very much for the introduction also. So I am Sagar Kawale. So basically, I would start with my introduction first. So I am Sagar Kawale, currently located at Pune. As you said, I am working in US-based MNC company, and I have been working in physical security domain since last 20 years after my graduation. And this is one field which was very interesting to me since my high school. When I did my high school, then I took a subject, electronic subject, as an optional subject, and till that time I wanted to be in the electronic industry. And I'm fortunate that I have been working in my favorite area, what I can say, for which I have been striving since my HSC. So that's how I grew up in this industry. So that is all about me. Yes.
Really nice. So my first question was about your personal life only. So how on that front, like how did your past life has affected the person you actually wanted to be in your life and what you are?
Yes. So Jitendra, since I can say I'm a small town boy. At my age, I was always wanted to be an engineer. We have only one engineer at that time. We have only one engineer in our family. My uncle was engineer. So since my childhood, he was like a role model for me, and I wanted to be an engineer at some point of time in my life. So I studied in that direction. My family supported me. My teachers guided me. My uncle was there. So as a person to become, at that time it was not so much, means I did not get a chance to to mostly interact with a lot of people because I was living in a small town like Tahsil place. But again, I was very fortunate that I got many guidance to me to go in that direction. And then as after HSC, I got admission in engineering college, and I did my electronics engineering. So that was the story behind me becoming an engineer. So it was from my childhood, and I was very happy to be an electronics engineer. I wanted to be there because it was my favorite subject: electronics parts, TVs, and all those systems. So telecommunication was also one of my favorite subject in curriculum. So I can say myself that I am very fortunate that I could live up to my dreams. I could be there where I wanted to be, and it is a journey. It is a journey of person or a thoughts wherein you wanted to become something and you get there. But again, after becoming an engineering graduate, I learned many things. The world was different what I was thinking. So again, it is a continuous process. Now the technology is growing. We have to keep ourselves. Means what we studied in our academics. Now where I think at my age I studied 8085, which was a first microprocessor. Now it is only a basic. Nobody studied that. So it is a continuous process, continuous learning. I think each and every field means you cannot stop. Once you become a graduate, still there is a study. So fortunate to be in this field, and I love doing my job. I got an opportunity to work with different cultures, with many stakeholders in different countries. So that is how I developed a lot of relationship, lot of hand holding with people. And as I said, you continuously learn in your profession, in your day-to-day life.
Right. That is the right approach towards life. Whatever you do, wherever you are, whichever field you choose, continuous learning is the process which makes you active and growing. So really important. So if I talk about things you are passionate about in your life, one thing I am aware of is like running. Apart from that, is there anything you are passionate about? And what is the role of motivation and inspiration onto it?
Running came to me as a living healthy life everybody wants to. So to be very honest with you, I am very much passionate about maintaining my health. I'm very much passionate about keeping myself fit, because over the period of time I was able to understand during these last few years. I was able to understand that in a healthy body, a lot of healthy things will happen. If you are not healthy, then you have to work on other things also. So like mind, your thought process, your disciplines. If you are healthy, you will be able to take care of yourself, your family, your work. You don't have to depend on somebody else. So my passion, if I say about my passion, it is maintaining healthy lifestyle. So that is a prime thing which I myself realize that you yourself have to be very healthy so that you can take care of your work, you can take care of your family. Like my job, in my current job, I worked in different regions. So sometimes I have to work in different time zones. I have to push myself. I have to be in the office for a long time, or I have to get up early to help my kids or help my wife for preparing them to go for their daily schools. So that's what where your health matters, because when you are in a healthy stage, if you are feeling fresh, lot of things which can be done very easily. And during these last few years, I could imagine that the life which I was earlier, before joining this organization where I'm working now, my job was a traveling. A lot of traveling was involved. So I remember that you cannot eat on time. There is a lot of health issues you come across when you travel. You don't get food on time. You don't get rest. So that is how you need to manage your health. You have to make yourself uncomfortable, I can say. You have to make yourself comfortable with uncomfortable things, and that is what my definition of healthiness is. So because means you being a healthy or you being a fit, it doesn't mean that you will not get circumstances wherein you have to push your limit. So you have to be prepared for all those things. And again, my second passion is I would like to give this learnings, or give this my thought process to my children or to my friends, those who are there. Might be some people don't recognize what health means, or what you do when you do 1 hour workout daily, what things you see or what changes it brings to your life. So I would like to share that knowledge with my near and dear ones and those people who are interested.
Really wonderful that you want to share knowledge. You want to like motivate people about being healthy is really
Yeah.
important everybody's life, because if you are healthy, you rightly pointed out, most of the things are done automatically. Otherwise, you have to put effort on each parameters of your life. So being healthy makes you like disciplined and determined about things. That is really best part of being healthy. So if I talk about your work and experiences, how you started your career, what all you did so far, and what you're planning now.
So, as an engineer graduate, I was always passionate about working on a core thing. So, that means, to be very honest, that at my when I graduated at that time, IT was in boom, but I don't wanted to go in that direction. I wanted to work on a core things. So, I wanted to work on something which is going to be a future, like BMS systems, means building management system and automation. So, I started my career with a company in Pune itself. So basically, it was a collaboration with US and Indian company, and then I started working on security systems and building automation system. After working 3-4 years in Pune, then I got an opportunity to go abroad with one of the company in UK. So they were managing some military sites in UK in UAE. So I was in Gulf for 4 years because I wanted to learn more systems and basically the systems which are very new into the market. So that was the period where I worked as a site engineer or as a project manager. Then I evaluated myself that okay, I can do some designs also. After finishing my early career in installation and project management, then I worked with another UK based multinational company wherein I got into some airport project design. So basically my portfolio is a physical security, which includes your access control system, CCTV system, fire alarm systems, PA systems. So I was very fortunate that I got to work on this system in all the fields, like starting from installation, then design, then consultancy, then writing specifications. And now currently in my job, I am handling security portfolio for my company in region 1, like in Asia Pacific and in Europe. Definitely it requires me to travel many times, but now after the COVID, the traveling has come down. So most of the works are being done remotely, but still there is a travel involved. So I feel myself as a very fortunate person. Like when I started doing all those things, I learned it from scratch. So I started from installation, and now I see the systems, I program systems. So I could relate myself. I could know the problems very effectively, or the things which we can plan effectively to make things simpler for the organization, for the facilities.
So you have managed all the processes in the
Yes.
security systems. Great.
Yes.
Wonderful. So now if I talk about the vision, mission and goal in your life for next 5 to 10 years, what would that be?
So, Jitendra, there are two things which I would like to highlight. So, I met a lot of people while I see myself where I want to be, and I decided to be as a human being. I want to be a good father. I want to give a good education to my children, provide whatever facilities I can provide to be them a good person in their career, in their educations. So that is my first mission, I can say, as a person growing. And again, if I can help somebody, my first mission is to keep myself fit so that I can take care of my family. And down the line, 5 years, I would like to compete in as a sports person, because see, where I started my journey of running, I was able to understand that okay, I have some potential. People told me that okay, you can go ahead, you can try yourself, you can challenge yourself, and that I started understanding my body, my thought process, which has helped me a lot to understand me myself more. So my mission would be in next 5 years, I would like to compete in world's most, what I can say, toughest race, which is Black Ocean race. we that requires a lot of preparation, but yes, that is on my list. And at some point of time I would also like to be an Ironman. So that is another competition. You must be aware there are a lot of people who are opting for it. I have not started preparing for it, but down the line I would, that will be my path wherein I would like to be an Ironman someday.
Great, nice thoughts about what you want to do in life. Really inspiring thought for me as well. Like I've never thought of running on these things. I don't have any thoughts either, though. But probably that would be a one thing which I should start doing on a regular basis so that I can be more healthy. So I'll definitely feel inspired about it. So if I now talk about the most important life lessons you have learned from your personal as well as professional journey so far, so what are these learning?
So as I told you, means my current job and earlier job also, I work with different cultures. So I got an opportunity to work in Europe. I got an opportunity to work with UK based MNC company, and then the people over there, and the you know, right now I'm working with a US based company, and my portfolio also involves Europe. So while in this my career also, when I met people, when we work together, so people are same, and for me it was always a learning from the other people. So wherever I go, whatever projects I did in my career, or whatever people I met during the work or during my travel, so it was always a learning for me. So people are same in the world. You need to take out the motivations, you need to take out the inspiration, you need to learn the thought process, how we can as a human being, how we can help each other, how we can make these things possible, or so what I can say, easy for everybody. Means there are certain times wherein there was a language barrier when I worked with some countries like in Italy or in French, in France. So there were some barriers that they could not understand when their English was not good, and I could not speak French. So it was a learning for us. So I started learning some of the languages, some words, and then so this is a collaboration. So that is always that always made me a good learner. And I think everybody, whatever comes to your work as a personal, in your personal life or in your professional life is always a learning. So it is a journey. It is not a destination, and that's what I could get from my professional life. As a personal, as a runner also, I can say that I got to learn so many things when I started running. Means it is just not like running ultra marathon, but ultra marathon is a different thing. Means after 42 kilometers, if you go beyond that, it is called as ultra marathon. It brought me a self confidence. It brought me a lot of discipline in my life. I encourage everybody at least to read about it, what the thoughts are. It's a brutal distance. It's 42 kilometers or more than 42 kilometers. It is a brutal distance, but as a person, I believe, and I experienced that anything is possible. Today, when I started running, I was not able to run 200 meters. To be very honest, I'll tell you, first time when I ran, I think I ran 200 or 300 meters, and I was like, I am going to die now. so
Right.
it is always possible. Maybe not today, not tomorrow. You have to be disciplined. You have to be focused. When I started getting some benefits from it and started getting learning from it, it became my passion. So okay, this is something which is going to help me as a health wise, as a person also, and as my thought process also. So I become very what I can say, my tolerance level has raised up to, means like unimaginable. I could imagine myself running for 10 hours right now. Just now when I did my last marathon, I was running for 10 hours. So you can you can imagine what a person is doing a similar action for 10 hours,
Right.
and he don't know when that finish line will come. So it's a tough thing, but again, it is achievable, and it gives you an immense pleasure. It gives you a time to talk to you. It
Right.
gives you time to think about you, what you can do, what is next, what level you can push. So as a marathon runner, yes, it's a great thing. Fortunately, by God's grace, my health is also supporting me, and it made my life disciplined, to be very honest
Right.
with you. And I think you cannot find motivation every day. You have to be disciplined. Some days you are not good, your mood is not good, your health is not good, but if you are disciplined, I think you go out, you do your work. Maybe it's only a small workout. You go and you complete your workout, out and you come back, even if you don't feel motivated. So that's what keep me pushing. So
Correct.
one step after the other step. So that's
Really important to move further, because that is you rightly pointed out, when you join gym for the first time you go for few days with a full motivation, dedication, but
yes.
after few days what happens is you kind of felt like, yeah, not today.
Not
It
working.
happens actually. So whatever new activity you do, whether you go for a sports, whether you go for a job, or you go for a school, anywhere, anything, initially first days are good, but after
Yeah.
that you kind of feel that. But if you you keep on repeating it, that comes to an habit. That is the point when you put that into a habit, and habit actually then keeps you running, keeps you moving.
Yeah,
Right.
you have to believe me. Somewhere on the YouTube or somewhere I read some article, and there was a small video clip. I would like to share that. Might be you have seen it. So that person says that dreams without goals are just dreams.
Yes, right. So on to your your passion, your love activity, running and marathon. So what motivated you to start running marathon, and how has the experience shaped your perspective and endurance, discipline, and personal growth? Most importantly.
Yes, means while in my job also, and with my some of the friends, when I came back to Pune, I used to see these events of people running on the road. So I used to go for a walk. Means from a childhood, I mean, from my family, my father was also doing workouts at home in the morning. So I played a lot of local games when I in my early childhood. But after when I graduated and you join a job, then somehow these things get skipping, and you only play cricket. In India, you only play cricket and nothing else. But in my college life also, I played some of the games. I represented in my bench in volleyball team in my college. So it was always back of the mind. I always wanted to keep myself healthy, but because of work pressure, travels, and those things, I was not able to give that much of time to my health. But fortunately, when I mean the organization where I am currently working, it's a very good organization, and they mostly majorly they pointed out towards means they take care of employees and work life balance. So here when I came to this organization, I got an opportunity to balance my healthy work life balance. Means I have a leverage of working from home sometime, so that I can cut down my travel time. And while doing all these things, while meeting people, I met some of my friends who started running or who were doing some cycling. Fortunately, I got in contact with few persons in my locality, where they attended some event in their company. So I saw that medal with them, that I think 3K or 5K medal. So I asked them, what is this medal all about? And he proudly said that I ran 5 kilometers. So that time I was so amazed that person can run 5 kilometers at a time. And then I started thinking about, while I was walking, means I used to walk regularly to key in the morning. So then I thought that okay, let's try, because this is something which has attracted, that thought process attracted me. And then I started doing some small runs. I attended my first event, I think 3K event. I was so amazed. I got that medal. That medal is still with me, that 3K medal. At that time I never thought that I will go so far. But again, when, as we mentioned, as you said, when you do things repeatedly without means whenever there is a motivation or not, and if you know that it is going to benefit you at some point of time. So that's how my running journey started. And then when I started attending event, there was one event in my company, and it was a 5K race, and somehow I managed to stand on a podium on that day. And that was, I think that was a triggering point for me, that okay, I can be somebody, I can compete somewhere. So this is how that journey started. So, and like when I met people, I heard their story. So currently I'm a part of one of the running academy in Pune, that is Motivate Coaching. And we have a lot of people who have achieved many things in their life. They are working personals, still they give some time, they make time to come for a workout, and they achieved many things. When there are people who ran Boston Marathon, there are people who ran all the 6 major marathons. Some of the people has done Ladakh
Ironman
border
also.
run, which is
Some of
sorry.
people have done Ironman also.
Iron Man also, yes. So hearing there their stories, I could get that yes, everything is possible if you give time, if you are patient, if you are ready to put those efforts, if you are passionate about something, you have to do those sacrifices. You have to get up early in the morning. You have to do your workouts. No matter what your mood is, no matter how your work life is, you have to make some time. You have to make some adjustment and dedication, and that dedication is also there. But your consistency plays a lot of major role in what you do. Means I never imagined that I will run 90 kilometers, that 89 kilometers race in 10 hours. But when I started training for it, and when I did my long runs, we used to do long runs every month, 60 kilometers, 65 kilometers. But I put all my efforts. I did that. Okay, let's try what best I can give. Today I am investing 5 hours, 6 hours running. Let's make out this time. Give something, give out whatever 100% is there, and that has helped me in the race also. I was so comfortable while running that race. I was so confident. And again, every day is a not a good day, but if you keep yourself, if you keep yourself disciplined, if you keep working towards your goals, I think it is possible. And you have to be confident about yourself. Most of the runners, or most of the elite runners or winners, I spoke with them. So I asked them that question, that how do you believe in yourself, and what do you say that okay, you are going to perform today. So most of the runner who came first or second, they said to me that first of all, before going to race, we imagine ourselves on a podium. They say that we have to think, we have to believe that I am going to win that race, and then only it is going to happen. Otherwise, it is not going to happen to you.
True.
How well prepared you are. So you have to, and for making that thought in your mind, you have to be prepared. You have to do all those hard work, all those trainings, and then only you will tell yourself that okay, you are going to win that race. And that is what life happens to them. That's what I understand. I came across those situations, and I also understand that when you are fully prepared, 100% prepared, I think that will come to you. Means if you read all the book and if you go to exam, you are confident that you have read all the topics. But if you leave one chapter, if you are saying okay, I will keep this chapter optional, it will be at your back of the mind, I left that chapter, kabhi uspe upar question aa gaya, to then what happens? So that is what the preparation and the discipline and your thought process is. So running has helped my thought process to be very clear. It made me very disciplined. I enjoy seeing myself. I celebrate myself today as a person. I am not a very big runner. I have not achieved. There are many runners who have achieved many milestones. But as an individual, where I stand today, I celebrate that journey. I will always be that runner. I will always want to be a disciplined life, live a disciplined life, so that I can pass on this message, or this journey, or these learnings to my children, to my family, to my friends, which eventually will help everybody. I think these things helps everybody. I have opportunity to work with some people from Army and from Navy in my organization, and the way I look at them, they say, "Oh, sir, only thing in our life is discipline. If you are disciplined,
you can do anything.
Disciplined well enough your life, everything will work, everything will fall in place. You have to be disciplined. You do not have to be." Yes. So that is what amazes me, and learning and running brought that learning to me. So I'm very fortunate. Yeah.
Right. So onto this further, can you share some of the most memorable moments or challenges you have encountered during your marathon journey, and how did you overcome these obstacles or challenges, and what lessons you have learned from them?
Yes, I would like to share my first marathon. I wanted to run my first distance. So that time I was preparing myself. I was not working. I was not in any running academy. So Google was my coach. I made few friends. I downloaded some plans, and I had to give some time. At that time I was not so much well prepared. I was not knowing about what shoes you wear, or what kind of a nutrition you need. And I spoke with my wife. I told her that I want to run a full marathon. So she asked me how much full marathon would be. So it was 42.2 kilometers. So then she started thinking about laughing at me, and she said, really, you want to do that? So I said, yes, that is my dream. she knew that I am running, but then again, the preparing for that marathon and running that marathon, so was a challenging thing. It was, I mean, after 20 kilometers, I was like, oh, why I'm doing this? But somehow at the back of the mind, I knew that I wanted to complete that, and it was a struggle time for me. Means my legs were hurting. I could not walk in the last few kilometers. It took me 5 hours and 12 minutes, 15 minutes to finish that marathon. But yes, the preparation, I went through it. The way my family supported me, the way I took myself, I can say I dragged myself to that finish line. It was amazing. When I reached to the finish line, it was an amazing feeling. I think I will never get that feeling again. Even though after that I finished many marathons. Now my current time is I can run. The latest time is 3:45. Means I can run full marathon in 3 hours and 45 minutes. But that pleasure, that day, the satisfaction level wherein I could believe myself, wherein I could pull myself to that finish line, and whatever I imagined that, okay, yes, I can do that. That was a great, what I can say, moment for me, and I still cherish that moment, because when I crossed that finish line, after that I got that confidence that, okay, yes, we can do this. It's not about the distance, it's about that task. 42 kilometers, 42.2 kilometers. I never thought of that distance, but it was some kind of a goal for me that I want to complete a full marathon, and I did that. And it was a great learning for me in terms of how you manage yourself, how you manage your relations while you are working towards your professional or your personal goals. I think that is a big challenge for everybody in today's era. But somehow you have to make time, you have to make those things possible, make people understand or get your life partner into that agreement, and your children also. I have a 12-year son and 7 years daughter. They also support me sometimes. So in the morning when I go for a run, they will say that, okay, Sunday is your long run, we'll not go outside, so we'll go on some other day. So you need to have that support. So, and when your children see you doing such things, I think it is also beneficial for them as a individual. What they see, if you are achieving something, even if it is a small medal, if you are bringing from outside and showing it to them, okay, see this medal. So I think it motivates them. So
you also get motivated and inspired. So that's really awesome. Like you rightly pointed out, the first challenge is the biggest challenge. Once you overachieve that, you are out of your comfort zone. And when you are out of your comfort zone, then you have like dedication, determination can go you through the challenges or everything, whatever comes to your way. Then it would be kind of easy task. But the first step is the most difficult one.
Yeah, and if you are successful to do that in first attempt, to overcome that challenge, I think nothing like that. It will last. As an individual, it will last you for a lifelong.
Right.
It will be a big achievement.
And your confidence is like double.
Yes, correct. I agree. Yes.
And now, you have been running marathon, half marathon, full marathon, ultra marathon for quite long. So as a seasoned marathon runner, what advice would you like to give to someone who is considering running for the first time or the first marathon? What key factors they should be focused about on their training and preparation?
Very, very, very important question. So like me as an means when I look back as my journey nowadays, means you have to understand that running is an intense sport. You put a lot of weight on your feet. So as a runner, I can advise the new people who want to join, go step by step, increase distance step by step, prepare yourself. It looks simple, but it will bring you, with a running, injuries are part and parcel. So every runner, if you go to any runner, if you ask him, everybody goes through these things, because when you run, when you pull your body in the air and you get down, so the body weight, means that is a theory which is there in sports, that when you come down on a ground, you put 7 times weight of your body when you hit the ground. So you have to be very careful. Running means running longer distances. Again, you will lose lot of things, muscle loss. So you have to take care of your nutrition. Running also get out a lot of sodium and water from your body, especially in humid days. But somehow, if you go step by step, increasing distance step by step, eventually it will help you in many things. It's a very, very healthy sports. It's very, I can say, it's very easy to manage. Other than any of the sports, if you look at it, you don't have to do any preparation. You don't require ground. You don't require stadiums. You can just put on your shoes, get in your running gears, and you can run into your society as well. So this is very convenient sports, very healthy sport, I can say. But again, if you have a goals to achieve, you have to be training structure. Training should be structured because it's an intense sport. You have to be very particular. So as a runner, you will not imagine. I daily measures how much water I take, how much protein I take, what kind of a carbohydrates I need before the long run, how much sodium level is there. So that all those things you need to take care, because we are not athlete, we are not fully 100% dedicated to sports. So as a working person, you also need to take care or keep in mind that this is we are doing for our health. But sometimes people do strive. Most of the new runners, I have seen them. They 10K, they do half marathon, and then they want to attempt for full marathon, which is fine if you are young, if you are able to do that. But again, it can bring you a lot of harm also. I have seen many people who got injured and they are still not able to manage. So as a runner, I think in any of the sports, you have to learn from the scratch, talk to people, what kind of nutrition you want to take, how you can enhance your performance, how you can enhance your what I can say, endurance. And in this sport, running is a kind of a sport where your heartbeat keeps pumping, so you have to be very careful also most of the time, because when you run, your heart continuously works. So your aerobic system should be very, very healthy. Otherwise, there might be some problems coming in your way if you do not take proper nutrition or take proper rest, recoveries. So those all are very important things which I can mention, which I learned while I was preparing. So like earlier, I was training on myself, but over the period of time, I understood that after certain level, you have to have a structured training plan. You have to have somebody to guide you who has done, who has gone through this situation. So yes, but again, to a person who wants to run, it is not. I would like to make one thing clear, or it is very clear with me, that you don't have to be a marathoner. You don't have to be running ultra distance. Running is a very good, healthy sport. It has helped me to develop myself. So listen to your body, listen to your age, listen to the other factors. So people can run a marathon in 2 hours. We cannot run. I cannot run. I know I will not never be able to achieve that. But the distance which I satisfy, which my body respond to, and it says, okay, this is the limit where I can push myself, you should do it. There is no limit if you practice, but again, you have to listen to your body. So there are two factors. You have to be careful.
Right. So better to go step by step. And also, if you're looking forward to go for a marathon, a half marathon, or ultra marathon, then better would be you have a coach also, so that that coach can guide you on the processes of improving your capabilities, in improving your endurance, and also taking care of your diet plan as well. So what nutrition, what vitamins, multivitamins, whatever you want to have, that person can guide you properly.
Correct. No. And there are also other things also, which I have not mentioned, but I would like to mention that for new runners. So when you see these runners running, they competing in the race, they also follow the nutrition during the race, which is very important, which I learned after 4 or 5 years, that what kind of what nutrition you require during the race. So one should also look at those nutritions also. So on the race day in the morning, what you eat, and during the race, what you drink or how it is. So that is very important.
Correct. So now coming back to you again, if I ask you your take on success, your thoughts, your feelings about it, what is your overall perspective relating to success?
As I said, Jitendra, life is also, for me as an individual, at this point of time, I could say that every day is a new day. Learning is our process. It is, means life is not a destiny. You have to learn
Correct.
every day. So keep learning. Share your knowledge with people. Share your experience with people. If you can, means whenever I work, I meet people. I try to ask their stories. I try to learn what has helped them to improve in their own, or whatever people got there. So what has helped them to improve their lifestyle. And in today's world, I think keeping yourself fit is very much prime important. Means
Correct.
I have seen a lot of people don't underestimate it, but again, a healthy mind lives in a healthy body only. So if your body is healthy, if you are fit, lot of things will fall in place. You have to dedicate some time. We know that we are in a era where we do not have time. We have to travel to work. We have to do a lot of things. There are a lot of responsibilities,
Correct.
work pressures, late night, evening calls. But again, you have to understand that your body is you, and you have to keep it healthy. And
True.
honestly, I'm very fortunate that I realized it in last 3 or 4 years when I started running long distances, and it helped me a lot. And nowadays I also try to share or try to do some running in my, means we have found one group wherein people said that, okay, you can run that distance, can you help us how you can do this? So I told them that I can only share my experience, but if you want to be a runner or compete somewhere, you have to go to a coach. You have to learn something from them, and then you start doing all these things. So sharing knowledge, share your knowledge, share your experiences with people which may help them. That is how the transformation will come. Again, maintain your health. That is very prime important thing in your life. So that's what I want to share with the viewers, or with the listeners, that do make some time for yourself, at least 1 hour a day. I don't say that running is the only sport. There are multiple sports wherein you get lot of get physical activity into your life. Nowadays it is very difficult to find that level or that time, but one should consider that it is going to help you, not today, not tomorrow. Maybe you realize it after 1 year or 2 years. So
Right.
start some physical activities. Be mobile, not on the mobile. So you have to make yourself little bit, push
Right.
yourself.
Be
I
physically
know it
active.
is. Yes. I know it is a very uncomfortable process when you start, when you run, or when you do any or learn new activities. But again, that is going to help us. That has helped me a lot, and that's what I want to share that with you and all the listeners.
Right. You have already shared like most important learning for all listeners and viewers. So anything else you would like to add here?
Jitendra, thank you very much for inviting me and sharing my thoughts. So, bottom line where I want to share is what I learned from my past experiences is you can achieve, means one can achieve your goals which are there if you stay consistent, if you stay dedicated, and yes, you have to be true to yourself. You have to be committed to yourself. Then only it is going to happen to you. So
Correct.
that's what I learned, and that's what I wanted to share with the viewers.
Really important learning. And I must say the journey you have shared with all of us today was really amazing, really inspiring. And how you started your career, what all you did was also really an inspiration, because you are working in a field which is like in a way supporting people being more safe, more secure. And also the thing which you are doing personally, like marathon, half marathon, ultra marathon, it's really a wonderful activity if you practice, like if we practice in our daily life. Probably we may not go for these activities like marathons, but if we practice on daily basis, half kilometer, 1 kilometer, whatever, that can keep us healthy. And with right health, we have right mindset, and with right mind, whatever we do, we do that in a great way. So that can be really a game changer. If we take care of our health will take care of our rest of the things. So that can
Absolutely.
create wonderful impact on our life. Thank you so very much,
Absolutely.
Sagar. I really enjoyed discussion with you, and I'm looking forward to invite you again so that we can have more fruitful discussion on probably on marathon, or maybe on other things you are doing So definitely looking forward to it.
Thank you very much, Jiten. It was pleasure talking to you, and I thank you for inviting me and sharing my thoughts. And I will be happy to meet you in person also at some point of time. And thank you to all the viewers and listeners.
Sure. And also, I will share your social media link with the people so that they can be in touch with you, take your help and guidance if they are looking forward to start marathon soon. And guys, don't forget to check that out too. Thank you so very much, everyone, for watching and listening. I hope you all must have gathered a lot of information and enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good time. Thank you, and bye bye. Thank you.